Hey ladies, so I've been asked, sorry, I'm gonna get comfy, a couple times what I do with my old testers when it is time for transition, and I have a ton of them. Seriously, it's ridiculous how many little and big testers I have. So, what I like to make, I call them my Scentsy Smarties. I have flower stuff on my hands. So this is just 5 mini testers. I take a cellophane bag. You can ignore the flower stuff on the outside of it. I didn't realize they were under my flowers. But I get these at Walmart. They're like, $2 for 25, I think. So I take a bag out of here, and for my big ones, because here's the big ones with the party testers. I do parties and minis. Minis I just give out randomly. Usually I use them for prizes at parties, so then I'm not out of ton of money. I am just reusing stuff that I have sitting at home. And then the big ones I give to hostesses. And if somebody books a party at a party that night with me, I have extra in there, and I will give them a big one instead of a small one. And then they'll get another big one at their party. So that's what I use. I still take scent circles and stuff, but I do have these wrapped up so people can kind of choose. I have a basket of goodies for people to choose. But anyways, with these bags, to make the party sized ones, I take a bag out and I cut it along the side seam. When you open it up, there's a little seam. And I cut that, and then I cut the bottom off because they're obviously made so that nothing comes out at the bottom. And then I take my 5 testers and I line them up somewhat in the middle of the open bag, cut open bag. And I use double-sided tape, and I run tape across the top of my testers. And then I tape one side up, wrap the other side around to wherever it ends, and then I use double-sided tape, tape that down, tie my ends with some ribbon, and make them look like a piece of candy. For the smaller ones, I use just a half of one. So I'm going to cut that seam on the side, and then I'm going to cut it again, and then of course cut the bottom off. So I only use half of a bag for the little ones. And I do the exact same thing. Lay my 5 out, double-sided tape to stick them together, pull the side up, stick it, wrap it around, re-stick, and then you've got yourself some, I call them Scentsy Smarties, because Smarties are wrapped like this, just not as fancy, but mine are fancy. I've also, and I have yet to figure out a good way to get these out without trying to kill myself. Sebastian, quit. But you can take, let me open one. This is a really old one. People use these for whiff samples, or the smaller ones, this size, they use for like lotion samples. But if you can see it, it's probably gonna get blurry, but this little piece where the wax sits comes out, and I have yet to figure out a way to get it out without trying to hurt myself. But you take it out, and then you rinse the inside of your container out, and you pour your whiffs in there, and you can get this wax out, and you can wrap it up in cellophane, and you can use rubbing alcohol to get the sticker off. And so you put your little tester on cellophane, and you put the sticker on top of it, and then you wrap it up like a piece of candy, and that's a sample. So you could give those out as prizes as well. And then you, like I said, you rinse this out and you put your whiffs on it, and then you can either write with a permanent marker or buy clear stickers to go on the tops of these. I know I was talking to one of you about what size goes on the big ones, and honestly I have no clue what size would fit on these, but I do know that these are 1 inch. You get the 1 inch clear round labels for the small ones to do like your hand creams, body soufflés, and stuff like that. You could even put men's samples in these if you wanted to. The new skin conditioner and